Hey, Noah, my manager told me you were looking for some personal training.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to take this seriously. I could use some help.
Okay, so what's your main goal? How can I help exactly?
I think I'm just looking to tone up a bit.
Tone for my wedding dress.
I don't want to get too
But
bulky.
I do
You know,
not
man,
want to
more
look like a
toned
bodybuilder.
arms.
Let's step into my office. We'll talk a little bit more.
Toning, the bane of my existence. Okay, it's not the bane of my existence. It's definitely not that serious, but I will say toning is a word that just won't seem to go away. And that's what we're here for today, to give the term toning the Undertaker treatment. Oh, yeah! The literal definition of the word is to make a part of the body firmer and stronger, usually by doing physical exercise. Since that's the case, we could just use this word interchangeably with words like hypertrophy, muscle growth, strength gain, but this isn't usually how the word is used. Typically, when someone says they want to be toned, they mean they want muscle definition. To not be too muscular, but really lean. This typically leads the person toward a certain style of training, but we'll come back to that in a second. There's nothing really wrong with wanting this in my view. After all, it's your body. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But I would advise you against this way of approaching working out. Specifically, the not getting too muscular part. Saying I don't want to get too muscular is like saying I don't want to get too rich, or like saying I don't want to get too good at playing a particular instrument. To do any of these things, it takes massive amounts of focus and discipline, hard work, the right talent and genetics, etc. Same thing with getting too muscular. First of all, you're not going to just randomly wake up one morning and realize you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Two, there are millions of people across the globe doing everything they can to get more muscular and not getting the results they want for one reason or another. And when you approach something that requires a ton of effort to see results with the mindset of, I don't want to go too far with this, you probably aren't going to go far enough. Which brings me back to how people who are trying to tone will usually train. Lifting weights for high amounts of reps and never progressing on the weight they're lifting. The idea being that light weights will tone and sculpt your muscles and heavy weights will make you all bulky looking. Now, this is simply not how muscles work. Muscles do one of three things in this context. They hypertrophy, atrophy, or just stay the same. Now, you can't sculpt or shape a muscle. The shape of your muscles is decided in the womb, and there's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. Now, you shouldn't lift light or heavy. You should lift the right amount of weight for the exercise you're doing and the rep range you're training within. And you should be progressively overloading. And once you hit the top of your rep range, it's time to increase the weight in your following workout. This is to keep the muscle growth happening. If you don't progressively overload, you will stop seeing growth. So if you want to get the toned look, you should train like the bodybuilders you largely don't want to look like. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but think about it like this. If you and I did the exact same workouts, ate the exact same food, and both got 8 hours of sleep consistently, and we did this for 2 years, do you think we'd both have the same bodies? Well, of course not. Also, most of the bodybuilders you don't want to look like put their everything into building muscle. Every workout is planned, every piece of food is accounted for, and every supplement is measured. Steroids. Without the additional help, it would take years to put on what you might consider to be too much muscle. So training like a bodybuilder will not make you look like Ronnie Coleman any more than training like an NBA player will make you LeBron James. The additional muscle will also help you get leaner and stay lean. For more about why that's the case, check out my cardio versus weightlifting video. And on that note, you should also, of course, focus more on leanness. The Brad Pitt from Fight Club look that so many guys want is mostly about being lean as hell. It's speculated that he was probably around 6% body fat, and I can believe that. He was, well, ripped as hell. So, in summary, people who want toning usually are looking for a bit of muscle growth and a good amount of body fat loss. This means there really isn't anything unique about how you need to train. Train for muscle growth like a bodybuilder, eat in a caloric deficit so you lose the body fat that you want. Once you get to the point of growth that you're satisfied with, then pull your foot off the gas. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't put your foot on the gas in the first place. I'm Coach Ty with Muscle Wiki. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check us out in your app store, iOS or Android. We just rolled out our sharing feature, so you can now share workouts with friends, family. Trainers can share workouts with clients. So give us a download if you haven't already. I'm Coach Ty with Muscle Wiki, and I will see you with the next one. Deuces.